I'm using the Syntakt as a standard 8-voice polysynth, and I can even pan the oscillators so that it does the Oberheim stereo panning per note thing, as you just heard. I'm using a Max for Live device to round robin the MIDI channels per note, and so I'm round robining the tracks of the Syntakt, which all contain the same patch. Yeah, so it records all your polyphonic data into the pattern just by holding record and hitting play. And now and it erases all at once too. Just function clear. Yeah, that clears the sequence. Now this Max for Live patch is called Polymind by Nezzy Iddy. In the download of Polymind, you'll see that it has part of it called a brain, which is like the transmitter, and then it has Polymind satellites as the receiver. So you need a main MIDI track that you put the Polymind brain portion on, and you select in the drop down on that part how many oscillators you want. I've got mine set to 8. And then you want that followed by as many MIDI tracks as you want oscillator voices. I've got 8 MIDI tracks following. And then on each one of those you put the respective satellite. And the satellites are each numbered. So I've got satellite number 1 through 8 there. And the satellites, you want it set up a little different. On the main one, that's the Polymind brain that's sending out the signal, you want that set up and don't hit record on that one. But the satellites, you want to hit record on those, and you can see how each of mine are set up. They're receiving all in from MIDI, and I've got the in box selected on all of them. And then I'm using my MIDI interface, which is a Claret 4 pre, and each one has a different MIDI channel that it's going out to. And so that'll be each of the tracks on the Syntakt, or let's call them oscillators. And that's how it works. Now, as far as the splitting and layering I was talking about, I have another video that I'll place a link to that I made a while back showing how to split and layer in Ableton. So by combining those things, you can have a polyphonic multi-timbral synth to create splits and layers and things like that in. I hope you found this interesting. I'll see you in the next video.